You're watching Q in the streets. Q in the streets. Said you're watching Q in the
It's Q in the street. I love everybody here. They've been good to me.
Tashina Arnold, and it's Q in the street.
For Q in the streets, you need to make sure you go to his bio right now and click that link, okay?
What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Q. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Q, but back in the building with another video. Before we start, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Before I start, shout out to my Q-Tips fam. We are growing. Y'all got me past 5,000 subscribers. I think right now we about to hit 5,000.1. So we already get ready to crash over into another 100 before I even saw it. So shout out to my fans. Shout out to my supporters. Shout out to everybody who have been following me along my journey. First of all, I hate the word fans. I hate that word. Shout out to my family. I just want to thank you guys for expanding the reach and expanding the family. So you guys are here for story time. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm actually in a really good mood today. So I wanted to be personable, and just talk and have some free conversation, because we all are in the house for that one word that we cannot say on this YouTube channel because it will get you demonetized. And that word is boom. You already know what it is. Boom. Because of the CV word that is taking place in the world right now. Again, if you guys are at home with your families, make sure that you guys are staying safe. Make sure you guys are sanitizing everything. Make sure you guys are washing your hands thoroughly. Stuff that we on this channel that we already do every single day. I don't know why the rest of America is just now getting on board with doing clean things. Like I said in one of my last videos, I seen a guy on Twitter was like, "Oh, this is how I'm flushing toilets from now on," and he lifted his foot up and he flushed the toilet. We was like, y'all ain't been doing that in public bathrooms. This is the type of things that we've been doing. We've been sanitizing our seats before we sit down on planes and all that kind of carrying on. I know my dad particularly, he don't go nowhere where workers don't wear gloves. Like, this is the type of things we've been raised up on. So y'all just now catching on. Y'all be touching them nasty elevator buttons after they be going up the Escalade thing and be licking their fingers in their food, touching the buttons, child. As soon as you get out of there, we'll be rushing our hands. I'm that boy. I'm grabbing the door handle with some tissue and napkins and stuff, paper towels, and throw that away, baby. Because if you wash your hands and you in a public bathroom and you gotta touch the door handle to get out, it's just as nasty. So the rest of the world are just catching up, and we having to stay in the house. So the title of this video is, why is Q single? Why am I single? I get that question a lot. I get that question a lot. I don't know why I'm drinking this red. I should have took this label off. They don't get no free promo on this channel. But I don't know why I'm drinking red wearing this white shirt. Y'all made me told y'all, you don't be, when you put on white, baby, you need to drink and eat before you put on white. And once you put on white, you done doing the extra stuff until you take it off. Because once you mess it up, you're going to have to walk around looking dirty all day. Okay, why is Q single? Okay, so let's start with the real answer before I start dragging. Hence why some of you are here. Because y'all think I'm about to be messy. But anyways, just had to throw that out there for the haters watching. We see y'all niece sitting in the back in y'all little balcony seats. I see you, girl. Anyways, oh my gosh. So I think a lot of the reason why I'm single. Okay, so first of all, I'm 26 years old. I am a pansexual man. And that's something I'm just learning about myself. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I'm single. So yes, I am attracted to female. And yes, I am attracted to males. And I am attracted to trans. My heart is open to that. And that's something that I've just recently learned about myself. A lot of people will look at me and be like, oh, Q, you're successful. I'm 26 years old. I'll be 27 in April. I'm an Aries. Ooh, excuse me. A lot of people do look at me and say, hey, Q, you do have a lot going on for yourself. You seem like you have your head on straight. You seem like, you know, pretty level-headed guy, very much Southern Belle. You seem like you would be a very great catch in, especially in the gay community, like, you know, well, especially with men. Like, why haven't you found a boyfriend? Like, why are you single? Even I think I'm starting to get some questions from my family, low key, like, well, what are you doing? You know, bada boom, bada bang. And to add on to that, yes, I think I used this for an excuse for a while. Like, hey, I'm very busy. I'm busy. That's B-U-S-Y for the messy ones in the back. I'm busy. So I did use it as an excuse because I felt like it was me liking or being attracted to the same, same gender. That was something I had to deal with coming from a Christian background. And not only did I have to deal with it, I felt like my family was going to have to deal with it, which is, my family is very important to me. So I felt like I had to hide it for so many years in order to, try to please everybody. But in the long run, I personally wasn't pleased, which has been something I battle with. I'll say probably about 85% of my life I've dealt with is like just believing in myself and like really, really, really loving myself and just accepting myself. I had to overcome a lot of insecurities, which made me have to overcompensate, which is why I made sure I work, grind hard, was because I knew in my personal life I was going to fall short on some things. So I was like, okay, well, let me overly extend myself in my work. So for those of you who are like workaholics, y'all understand what I'm saying, right? Like how you will try to flip that insecurity, but at the end of the day, you still got to come back and deal with that. Like, yes, I'm very busy, but I noticed that I was putting certain things off so I wouldn't have to deal with certain emotions or have to like face certain realities. So one of those realities that I had to deal with was actually loving myself. Growing up, I was the youngest of my brothers. I have two brothers, but I have my one who is my same mama, same daddy, and I have an older brother. We have the same father, and we weren't like as close, and the rest of me and my brothers and sisters were. That's like something personal that I'm saying right there too. So had to deal with that. My oldest brother, who I grew up in the same house with, same mama, same daddy, my brother he was an athlete. He was very attractive. He was light skinned. He had a slim body. He was just like, just all around good. I don't know why this nail is peeling. Like, that is irritating me. And I just got this finger done. Ooh, I ain't going to her no more. This whole, look, I'm ashamed. Can you feel in, baby? Ooh, I am ashamed. The rest of the hand don't even look like that. Look at this one. And then this one hand, this one finger. Girl, yeah, we gonna be giving her. As soon as I get out this, oh, that's probably what it is. It's probably want me out the house. Child weirdness, y'all know what we in that I can't say on this channel. But anyways, dealing with my brother, I kind of felt like my brother was like the golden child. Like he had the perfect skin. Like if you see my brother, he's very attractive, and that was one thing that me as the dark skin young one, I was a sickly baby. And what I mean by that is I keep like looking away and stuff at the camera because I'm like really telling like the real me. And so I may get emotional just in case. That's why I'm like looking down. But I want to get it out because I want us to grow like that. But I was a dark-skinned baby. I had very bad skin. So I had eczema growing up, which is very, very, very rough skin. That's why, you know, if you know what eczema is, it's dry skin. I had asthma growing up, which is where you can't breathe. And I had to take like treatments. And I used to have to sleep in like sleeping masks and stuff like that. And also, I had Ear palsy. Ear palsy is a sickness where my right side of my body is higher than, is lower than the left side of my body. So that was one thing I had to deal with. So I have joint problems. So like, I used to like freeze up at night. Like if it gets too cold at night, like I would have to go like sit in like a hot bathtub. It's kind of like defrosting. Like imagine you defrosting some food out. Like I sometimes literally had to do that as a kid to just relax my body like an old person. So I felt like there was always something wrong. Like, okay, I was on the thicker side. So I felt like I took my mom's side of my genes where my mom's side of the family is really tall and really big. Like all of the men in her family are like 6'5", 6'6", 6'3", 6. If you're like 6 foot in my mother's side of the family, you're like short. Like seriously, like all the men in her all the men on her side are big. So I was a bigger boy. Like I was always big. I was fat. I thought I was fat. Well, I was fat. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't gonna try to cover it up to try to hold no feelings, y'all. I was big. On top of that, I just really love food. I was Southern. I grew up like in a very one of them families where like my grandmother cooked down. So that's why me as an adult, and we'll get into that. This is probably gonna be longer than I expected, but I'm just telling you guys some insecurities that I dealt with as a kid and why I think I'm just now playing catch up with some things. So yeah, I was always the opposite of my brother. And my brother was kind of like the person that I looked up to. He didn't do anything wrong. That's just the person that I looked up to. And I was always falling short of that. My brother could go and spend a night with his friends. And my mother and father I wasn't that kid. Like I felt like they had to kind of shelter me a little bit more, which is why me as an adult coming onto the scene and stuff, there are some things I'm just like, I just be like lost because I was a church baby. My mother didn't allow us to watch a whole lot of TV. My parents didn't allow us to, you know what I'm saying, do all that going and staying in everybody's house. Like I was really that sheltered. So on top of that, just a lot of insecurities growing up as a kid, just to kind of sum it up in a nutshell, dealt with a lot. So really wasn't feeling myself until maybe around 7th grade when I started losing weight. And I was like, okay, I found myself attractive. So I would find myself being overly silly, or I made sure my grades were good, or I made sure I was likable because I already personally didn't feel good about myself. So I wanted to make sure that other people around me, I liked good energy, had a good time of me being around me as a kid. I'm thinking about like old photos. I might insert an old photo or two. If you watch to the end of this video, it may not be big to you, but me growing up, it was big to me. It's something that I have dealt with. So growing into my adulthood, yes, you guys know me for what I do and being on, starting this. And I felt like I overcompensated in my career because I never 100% really was in love with Q. I liked how I made people feel. I liked allowing myself to be used by God to be a light to other people, but I wasn't genuinely in love with me. I love the gifts that came with me, but I didn't say, I love my beautiful chocolate brown skin. Just things like that. And so I think that with me not 100% loving myself in that manner, I feel like that's why I haven't experienced the true happiness that I can or that I will experience, is because I'm just now getting to a place where Q 100% loves Q. So answer one reason why Q is still single is because I don't feel like if I was to be in a successful relationship with anybody, I would have given them 100% them of me because I'm just now in a place where I feel like I love myself. Are y'all following my story? Y'all type down below and say amen or something. All right. All right, so part 2 of that, besides NAS, if you know what NAS is, then that's the flip side of that. On the flip side of that, outside of insecurities and all of that crap, I feel like, hello? I'm not even gonna say my dog's name on camera. Anyways, where was I in my story? Because he just threw me off because of what he just did. On the flip side of that, I feel like some people like to very much so coattail ride. People very much so like to just come along and just, you know, get what they can get and be on about their way. And that's fine too. A lot of guys don't know how to date these days. And even the 26-year-old Q is different from Q 2 or 3 years ago, because 2 or 3 years ago I felt like I was still on, like I was only attracted to boys, or I was finally released out the house. So me moving to Atlanta, I was starting to only like boys. I was like, well, let me just try it out because I wasn't allowed to do it back home. So let me do it here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I can still be attracted to a woman if she was open to really getting to know me and really getting to know Q. Like, I feel like that's an option. Like, I feel like some trans people could definitely have fooled me, and on either side, I'd be like, wow, I never would have known. Like, you're very attractive. But what if if we just fall in love with the heart? I'm open to that. I'm one of those people. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but you get it. So yeah, so I just feel like people don't know how to date anymore. I feel like we live in like everything has to be posted type ordeal as well. And I'm not saying my relationship would be secret or anything like that. I don't think that it would be like so publicized. But I mean, if it was to get to it, but people just don't date anymore. I feel like in the first 2 or 3 weeks of dating, you know, you guys are posted up somewhere. So that's why I feel like NAS, like, boys aren't crap sometimes. That's just how I feel about that. So I just feel like the reason I'm single is I'm still learning myself. And for me to be in a successful relationship, I feel like you have to learn yourself. And I'm still learning myself. I've had some great, you know, people come in and out, but I don't think it has went nowhere because, one, I'm still learning myself. And I feel like that's okay, right? I'm not pushing it. I'm not forcing it. I'm open to it. Does that make sense? I think I may do a part 2. If you got lost, it's okay. But yeah, because now it's getting too long. I don't want it to be past 20 minutes. But to just sum up why I'm single, let's just say part 1 of this video is I had to overcome a lot of insecurities as a kid. And now I'm just starting to learn myself. And that's okay. That's okay. And anybody who I have dated, I've dated some great people though. Like, when I say date, I mean like we never had titles, like kicked it with. Anybody who I've dated, I wish them much love. I wish them much success. I really, really do. But yeah, I've came encounter with some great people. I just haven't found someone in my 26 years of living, because I get that question a lot. It's like, Hugh, why are you single? But as the older I'm getting and still learning myself, I think number 1 is I had to get over a lot of insecurities as a kid, because now I'm in a place where Q completely 100%. I love me. I love what comes along with me. I used to think because I was too loud, like, oh, that's something I need to work on. No, I don't need to work on that. That's just a piece of who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's those type of things where I feel like the older you get, it's kind of like you start to realize what you want and what you're going to put up with and what you're not. And I'm going to continue to have my morals and values outside of what society puts on us. Because I feel like, especially for my millennials, I feel like society pressure us into a lot of disrespect and stuff like that. But if you don't love yourself, you will allow somebody to come into your space and disrespect you, and then you about to walk down the aisle with somebody you don't even know. That's a whole nother video. All right, guys. So yeah, part 1 is dealing with insecurities, and I guess we'll kind of continue into some. Y'all know I can't say, but too many no good niggas probably in the next video. All right, y'all.